That's what you've talked about. I love how it combines. You're not just taking one aspect of top down. You're not just taking bottom up. You're not just saying that starting in the middle is your thing and what you're going to build your business off of. You're like, this is what has proven to work, and it works not only in one organization, but a lot of the organizations that we have worked with, unless for some reason the team just is not willing or something like that. Right. But I love that this is all tested, and that's one thing I liked about your book is that it didn't take just ideas that everybody's done, but it's taken your own personal evidence since the 80s and built it into something that is actionable for organizations, but also for individuals, which leads me to my last question and one of my favorite stories in the book. To hopefully tie this all up, you have this a story about this young boy, a friend, son of a friend, and it's at the beginning of the book, I think, and you talk about how you helped him believe that he could be good at math, therefore he was good at math. And can you discuss that and maybe kind of wrap it up into how that relates to Be Safe?
Well, yes.
If that's possible.
Yeah, let's talk about that. First of all, it wasn't just that I convinced him that he was good, so then he was good. It really didn't happen that way. What happened was he was failing math. Mm-hmm. He was also failing other subjects.
Okay.
And so the school talked to the parents, school administration talked to the parents and said, you know what, he doesn't fit in a normal school. You're going to have to put him in a school for special ed or whatever they call the less intelligent kids. And I heard this and I go, well, before you do that, because that sounds pretty extreme to me, because now all of a sudden you start to get labeled, your options change as soon as you get boxed in that kind of way. So I said, let me work with him for a while, and I'll give you an objective view of where his talent was. And he was a very hyperactive kid. Like, he was distracted all over the place, just like you couldn't get him to settle, And, didn't really want to work with me, but was willing because his, parents made him, kind of thing. And I'm not good at math. I can't do math. No matter what you're going to do is not going to get me to do math well. Okay, great. So what I had him do, and to me this is important, not only for how I taught him math, if you will, but also what I don't find managers doing enough of. So that's why I'm linking this story for a moment. And that was, I said, give me your last failing grade. Give me your last, and he showed me the test. And it was clearly an F. Mm-hmm. And I said, great, can you show me the book, the section of the book that these problems relate to? Because I didn't have a context at that point.
Okay.
And he showed me the place in the book, and I go, I said, it's been 30 years since I've done this kind of, 40 years since I've done this kind of, these kinds of problems. I said, can you just refresh me? Can you show me how to do it? And at first he didn't respond. He was still all over the place. And he says, what? Kind of stopped him. I said, yeah, do you mind just showing me kind of what does doing one of these problems look like? And I'll never forget this because, again, here's the difference that to me is just so important. As soon as I gave him the role of teacher, in a sense, role reversal, he literally stood up in the chair, stood up really straight, started getting very focused, like he was not distracted at all. He said, now look, here's the way you do this. You start here. And literally had this intense energy of precision, and he's showing me, first you do this, then you do this. And I go, well, why do you do that? Well, it's like, oh, you dummy, here's why you do that, and then you do this, and then you do that. And he walked me through everything in perfect order, perfect logic, and understanding the whole thing. And I knew right then, I don't care, you may be getting bad grades, that doesn't mean you don't understand how to do this. So this is not an intelligence issue. Moving him to another school is not going to help. That's not the issue here. Now, I still don't know what the issue is, but I know that's not the issue. So I said, okay, you walk me through it. That makes sense, I think. But can you actually do a problem for me? Just do a problem instead of showing me how to do it. Actually do it.
Okay.
And he did it, and he got it right because we got the answers in the back of the book, and it's easy to see.
Yeah.
He goes through, did it right, and I go, you know what? I'm still not quite catching it. Can you just do one more? I said, do I have to? Yeah, just do one more for me. I think I'll get it if you show me one more. And the next one, he made a mistake. Clerical error. So I said, wait a minute, you made a mistake on this. That's not showing me how to do it. Do another one. Made more mistakes. And after the second time, he slams his pencil on the book and says, see, I told you I can't do this. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, see, you told me you can do this. And you make clerical errors like everybody else.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was, okay, now the game is, how do I slow him down? How do I get him to check his work? Because it's not that he doesn't have the intelligence. It's just a different game. And he's convinced himself, and by the way, I never kept him from still saying at every session we had weekly, for 3 months, I can't do math, I'm not good at math. In the meantime, he's getting better and better grades. And by the end of the year, he got A's in math.
That's amazing. That's amazing.